Feeling like we're gods, feeling like we can't be stopped no matter what we do, like we're the best fucking poker player in the entire world versus wanting to drive off the bridge. One day you can be feeling like you want to go die. You can be feeling like you don't know what you're going to do with your life, what you're going to do with yourself, and then the next day you feel like you're on top of the world. I made a video a couple days ago where I was really fired up in the video. I was really fired up. And a lot of people out there said, hey, I feel like you made this for me. I got a lot of messages on Instagram, text messages from people out there. People asking me if I'm okay. Do I need to talk? Do I need help? And to be honest with you, the way that I talked about, I was feeling that video, man, I was definitely feeling, I was feeling along that path. That's how I used to feel all the time. Coming up in poker, my first years in poker, I felt like that all the time. You know what I mean? I question myself, question my existence, question my choices as playing poker. I question if I even have what it fucking take. I question my entire being all the time, nonstop. And that's how I was feeling the other day. And I know a lot of people out there, I'm just thinking about it, I'm like, man, why don't people talk about this shit? Because this is what people really fucking are feeling. This is what people are going through. But just, for whatever reason, that's not what really was talked about for the most part. People show their positive side, their bright side, their this side, their that side, whatever, man. I think that's how everything is right now with social media, everything like that. But especially in poker, people aren't talking about their losses. They're not talking about how down they feel. And now today, after these past couple of days, I've been playing poker. I got done with a very long session of some 10-20 PLO, a little bit of mid-stakes PLO mixed in there as well. I had a very winning day, and now it comes down to the other side. Now it comes down to well, what's changed here? You know what I mean? What's changed? The other day, you're questioning yourself, man. You're questioning things. You're like, what's happening, man? What's going on? You're walking around, stumbling around. You're walking in circles. You just don't know what's that. You don't want to talk to anybody. And then 2 days later, now all of a sudden you're like, man, swinging the fucking dick in the air, walking around, hitting people in the face or whatever. You feeling like you're the man. You know what I mean? Feeling good, but then what changed? Did you run a little bit better, but play like fucking shit? Did you play the same you played the other day, but now you got lucky instead of those times we talked about before we got unlucky? I think for myself today, I take a look at myself. A couple days ago, I feel like I played well, but I just I ran really bad that day. And also kind of coincides with sort of the timing of deciding to play a little more poker. All right, well then today I feel like I played similarly. I think I had a little bit better focus in on some of my strategies and approaches, but also I just ran fucking better. Let's be honest with you, man. Let's just be honest. I ran better. I call 4-bet, flop top 2 pair versus aces, you win a big pot. Okay, you flop top set. A guy, he can't fold his hand on the flop, and he ends up getting it all in on the turn, drawing literally stone dead. You know what I mean? So the situations happen to be better, but now I have to take a look, and I think a lot of people out there, after we win, I think this is something that like people don't even know how to take in winning. You know what I mean? You win and that's it. Move on to the next day. You don't necessarily think about it. You don't process it. You don't figure out, what was it? I think for me, a long time, I never thought about it, man. Honestly, I never figured out, okay, well, like what was I doing that was good? What was it? Just strict thumb hunting and kind of had that strategy. I think that for a period of my time, that's what it was. But like today, okay, what was it today? I think today it was maybe putting myself in a little bit less high variance situations, maybe not taking certain spots or attacking things I perceived to be there that just weren't there. Maybe when I'm sharper, when I'm more focused, then I'll be able to, then those things will be correct. But my, sort of the way that I process what's happening in real time in terms of the game is different. But now, it just can't be as sharp. It just can't. I think that a lot of people out there, I think myself a lot, we take a break or we come back and like we just like think that we fucking know everything. And really, it's like, I feel like myself, I need to just get accustomed to things again. I need to make sure. I don't want to make these sort of assumptions based on older information that's somewhere in my mind that who knows if that's accurate or not. Who knows if that's true or not. And I think that's something that I really need to be aware of, moving forward these next few days. Because, with winning comes a desire to want to play more. A desire to want to win more. I want more money. I want to make more. Today, how much did I make? I made about $8,000-9,000. I was up at the tables. Well, now I want to make 25,000. Now I want to make 50. This is what happens. It's the fucking disease of more for myself and for people out there. I mean, for poker, it's the way you keep score. You know, at these stakes, it's not that much money sometimes, but in the grand scheme of things, it is a lot of money. And you know, I think that's tough to deal with. Honestly, I think that's tough. It fucks your mind up so fucking bad, man. You know, anyone that's won a lot of money, I'm sure you've like, you know, I'm sure you go do something else, and just the value of money is just completely fucked. It really is. You know, for myself, I mean, the value of money for the most part, I've been trying to regain that with, you know, trying to do more business stuff. People are like, why don't you play poker? So I'm trying to like, you know, I was trying to get myself out of that, and you know, for whatever reason, I don't know. You know, poker, you know, I don't got an answer right now for that. It's something I got to figure out myself. And you know, I'm glad. And like with these videos, you know, I don't know if there's a purpose. There's not. I'm not trying to fucking teach you guys something. Okay, I don't have the fucking right answers. All right. You know, I don't know how much people really know about me, and people, you know, I'm sure they watch a lot of podcasts, seen a lot of things. For the most part, you know, I keep a lot of my depth of myself in myself, internal. You know what I mean? I show a little bit of myself, but you know, I don't really know people's perceptions of me sometimes. You know, I think they think I'm on fucking drugs. They think I'm this or that, or you know, honestly, I don't really know, man. And and sometimes I don't know the perception of my own. I don't know what my perception is of myself. Sometimes I question myself all the time. Did I make the right decision with pursuing poker? You know, am I at a right point in my life? Like, did I waste my fucking life? Did I make a bad decision? Like, what am I doing with myself? You know, it's the same things that all of us think about. And you know, I don't know. I feel like people out there that have success, you know, they often like they want to put up some sort of portrayal of themselves as they always are succeeding. They don't experience no fucking failures, man. You know what? Like that, like I don't know, man. It's just it's such like a non-authentic sort of portrayal of who people are going on around out there, and even myself, I'm guilty of that to a big extent too. You know what I mean? I don't really talk about, you know, what I'm struggling with, or like, you know, I don't talk about exactly what I feel like feel like I gave up, I suck at now because I pursued poker. Like, I mean, I'm a pretty fucking bad, you know, person, I think, in some areas of my life, and you know what I mean, that's not good to think about. So, you know, it comes to family, it comes to friends. So, I mean, I don't know. You know, it's just things I think about all the time, and yeah, I mean, things I've been working at, and then when I come back to poker, and you know, you go through those ups, and you experience the, you know, the highs and the lows. Really, you start thinking about, well, is that what all that matters to me? Is that all I give a fuck about? You know what I mean? I'm never gonna be able to care about, you know, some of these other areas of my life. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I try, but so, I mean, kind of is what it is, right? You know what I mean? It is what it is. So. So yeah, I don't know. I just want to talk about kind of, you know, the other side of that feeling we talked about the other day, which was, you know, wanting to drive off the bridge. Now it's, you know, feeling like a god, feeling like we can't be stopped, like we can't lose. And then, you know, where do I go from here? You know, what happens next? What happens now? What do I do from this point on with my poker? You know, I guess we're gonna find out. Honestly, we'll see exactly where this goes. We'll see where this leads to, and you know, hopefully it leads to some success, and hopefully I'm able to really continuously evaluate and make sure that, you know, keep working, make sure that I don't know, make sure, honestly, I don't fucking know, man. Just kind of make sure I'm doing the right things, playing well, put myself in good spots, exercising my strategy that I know that's had success for me for a long time. So that's what I got, boys, girls. Much love.